Hello, welcome everyone. Testing mic, can you guys hear me? One, two, three. Okay. Right, so today we're going to talk about fair value gap. Wait, is it even going through? Testing. All right, so we are here. Okay, cool. Welcome everyone. Right, so we are here. Let me check out the chat. It's a little bit small, minor setting. Okay, so we do see the chat. So here, you guys are here. So we started out early today. Yesterday we started out late because we do have that technical difficulty. So today we're gonna start out early. So right now let's see what goal are giving us today. So what happened? Yeah. Okay. Where are we looking at? So just a heads up, at 11 p.m. we do have a high impact news, which is a USD prelim consumer sentiment. So I think the result is gonna be just same as yesterday. So what happened here? So for today, so we did look, there's a breakout structure going on. Like yesterday, well, I taught you guys about order blocks. Also, like before that is the breakout structure. So right now we're gonna to drop the chart. So let's remove this. Okay, is this removable? Yeah, it is. Yes. Yes. Okay, right now we're gonna make a drawing. So there is a breakout structure over here where it is trend line here. Dude, what is this? So when it changes back to right, changes back to candlestick. Oops, wrong one. Okay, here. So there is a breakout structure, and also, do we see any fair value gap forming? Not yet. So there is no fair value gap forming ahead for 30 minutes. So today we're going to talk about fair value gap, but before that, we want to see where the market is going at this moment. So there is a breakout trend line. Okay, so there is a breakout structure over here. So from this point of view, what we can see is from yesterday, the price was going down. Okay, it did break out the support area that we are looking to sell. So it did make a big dip, and then it rebounds back up here to where the support resistance is. So coming back here, supposedly after a breakout happens, the price would continue further down, but it didn't happen. So the price came up here, touch back to the resistance, and create what we call this a manipulation, or we can consider a change of character, where the price is right now manipulation turning to be a bullish rather than a bearish. So the reason why, because there is a lot of liquidity to be swept around this area here, because there is, if we look at back and line chart, we do have a resistance here that is not sure whether it's going to be a valid one. You know, it did create a lower high, and then we do have the third one is around here. So if the price clearly now makes a breakout at this point and change of direction, so the price most likely going to be looking at area here. And also, as you can see, there is a big gap. Usually whenever there's a price gap here, there is definitely the price will come back to fill in back the order here. So that is the reason why there's a manipulation going on here that most people, I think, they missed out. So so I hope you guys don't miss out just yet, because right now if we look at H1, right now the fair value gap is this 3 candlestick. Okay, so we are looking at hold on, give me a sec. Okay, this one right here. Let's say we are looking at closer right now. between these three candlestick in the this one right here, let's say this is the price of candlestick, so the price will definitely come back to fill this fair value gap. This is what we call a fair value gap. Fair value gap is between these three candlesticks. Yeah, between these three candlesticks. And then why is it fair value gap is important? Not because the price must fill in, but because it shows that how and why is we move to that market. So if let's say if the price were to come back to this area, is because the big institution are trying to collect order before the price goes up. So fair value gap normally for those people who big institution, they would like to come in and also collect their order before the price continues. So usually, right, if there is a fair value gap, like you can see at this moment in this lower time frame, there's like a big movement going on here. If you even looking at like even one candlestick, this is like, let's go to M1 for 4909, 4918. That is double. That is already like 100 per candlestick. So currently right now the market movement is moving quite fast as it's recovering. Usually the week is going to be end. So if we are looking at week ending, probably the price would like to come back and retrade this area first. The area that I have marked between the first hour, H1 right here, if you look at this. So right now the price most likely going to come back and fill up this gap, and most probably going to continue flying up, because here right now we have a support. Our resistance becomes support. Most probably you will see what will happen here. So later, let's check at Forex Factory calendar right here. So for today, so this is what will happen later. This news. So the forecast is actually previously is higher, so the forecast is expected lower. The reason why it's expected lower because due to yesterday Jolt's news, the forecast expected to be higher than the previous, but end up lower than the previous. So that's the reason why like the banks, the bank are preparing that the price are most probably going to be lower than the forecast. But if that happens, most likely is like, okay, as you can see now the price is coming back to this area. This is not actually a zone area for you guys to put an entry. No, it's not. It's basically just to see that if the price definitely come back to collect this fair value gap, it will definitely come back to create a breakout structure for us to find an order block. So right now, right, if you ask me, yeah, there is an order block in this small area here, which is where the breakout structure happens. So I would consider this as like the order block for us. Like if let's say gonna be a buy entry for us, right, it's gonna be right here. So for this one here, let me change this color to probably okay, something lighter, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna add text here, fair value gap, or we can call it FVG lah, okay, for short, fair value gap. So for this one right here, this is what we call order block, or we can consider it as OB for short. So if we were to look at the entry change of character in this moment based on the price momentum right now, if we look at, if we were to take for, let's say M30, let's say I were to take from here. Let's see on the line chart. Okay, so it's here, and we're looking at, okay, so currently most likely the price will end up here. Change back to candlestick. Okay, so what we are looking for and hoping for is the price to come back in this area for us to make a buy zone. But of course, whenever before we enter here, you don't immediately, like if we are looking at higher time M15 or M30 or look at hour base, don't entry based on higher time frame, entry based on lower time frame, because you never know that the price that the market manipulation possible will happen in this area here. If the price manipulate here, the price will continue to break further down. All right, so give me a sec. Let me check that on the live stream. Is it me or this thing is a bit too high up? Okay, it need to be lower. Oh wow. Look at that. If you to check on this, I'm on 4922, 4915. That is like 80 pip per candlestick. It's like close to up to 100 pips. So if a small account, probably your account will be bust. So you probably want to play a liquidity that at least above 1,000. That way, if you were to play your lot size, like if you risk your lot size based on like probably 5 cent to 0.05 to 0.10, that would be like the best ideal. If 0.10, like at least 100 p, that would be like $100 plus minus the commission and whatnot, probably 95, 98. So price did come collect this fair value gap, and right now the lower time frame is showing that the price is going to continue further up. So there is the higher time frame fair value gap based on higher time frame H1. So right now on M1, there is right now what we consider this is a breakout structure here, a minor breakout structure, but we don't want to base on this. We just want to see M1 based on the momentum of the price action, whether the buyer or the seller are coming in. So right now, we are still in the price action of this H1. M15 is going to close up in a minute, so we're going to see whether it's like the price going to open up a next, because it did not close a full body engulfing. It wanted to, but it did not. So if it did not, so the price candlestick going to open next, probably going to cover up this area and probably going to come back up. So it's going to be reacting like in a way of coming back here most likely, and then going to go back up. It really depends on the next candlestick that is going to open up. Be right back. I'm going to take some water. Okay, so the next candlestick is open. So what is gonna be like? So it did not close in the fair value gap area. So most likely the price will most likely continue to go up in this next candlestick, as you can see in M1. Yeah, that's what M1 is showing right now. Even M5 also open up straight up, shooting up to be a bull. So let's see your negative pair, UJ. So as I said yesterday, whenever gold is going up, UJ is the one that will definitely reject and goes down. So what happened here was yesterday it wanted to come and touch back in this trend line breakout area here. It wanted to, but it didn't. So probably people would have taken a potential sell in this zone area here, because this is where there is like a support become resistant in this zone. So I think that's what people are carrying right now, are probably taking a sell option right in this area. Let me look at this other pair. Okay, for this one here, probably we are hit already our stop loss, so let's forget about that. Because if the gold pair is like going strong, normally Euro USD also the price will go strong as well, because they are the both positive energy are together, like somehow connected. So here we are, we're looking back at fair value gap area here. Where is okay. So why is it fair value gap? What is it? So fair value gap is a price of imbalance. It forms when the market moves too fast, leaving behind an area where price did not trade fairly between the buyer and the seller. So if we look at higher time frame, yeah. Okay, if we look at higher time frame, right? Okay, let's take here for example, between this 1, 2, and 3. So between these 3 candlesticks, there is a fair value gap. That possible that the price might come back and take there. Won't be now, but it will be in the near future. So how do we get a proper structure on a fair value gap? Is basically between these 3 candlesticks, the end of the first and the third candlestick. Okay, so this is like, oh wow, okay, so there is a fair value gap in this area. The price might come back down here in a way, in the sense that there is a breakout structure in the trend line. So probably the price will come back, like not probably like in the future, like coming down like this and then gonna go back up. So it's like showing in a way like this, direction wise for this fair value gap. But this is the big picture for it for the price to come back here today. I don't think so, because that would take at least like 1,000 pip to come back here, more than that. And based on the news coming up at 11 p.m, I don't think that, even though it's a major high impact news coming up later at 11, but I don't think it's that major importance how it will affect gold. Probably it's just a pullback structure that we might see. Like yesterday, what happened was the price shoot up to be a bullish with 200 pip, and then rejected immediately, retrace like instantly after that. It shoot up 200 pip, then retrace back, and then give a rejection, and then the price continued to create a consolidation and continue to go further down. So this is the reason why fair value gap is not an entry zone, because here it shows that in a smaller time frame that it shows there's a breakout structure and probably trying to cause a manipulation, but it did not. So right now the area is still playing in this consolidation in the fair value gap right now. So if we are looking at a proper buy zone, it will be here. If it breaks out the support, this buy zone, it can become a sell zone for this auto block to be. So that is what we are looking at. If we were to entry in this area, I will not be. Hopefully, it will be later on. So our risk ratio will be 1 to 2. Okay, because there is we're gonna create like a fair value gap over there, so that will be our take profit. So right now, if you're looking at smaller time frame, it shows that it's a downtrend. Candlestick is not overtaking a previous candlestick, so right now it shows a downtrend right here. Okay, so we're gonna chill and see what's gonna happen here in this next 5 minutes. So let's talk about a little bit about fair value gap. So a fair value gap tells you why price move, not just where it moved. It represents institutional urgency, price inefficiency, unfinished business in the market. So oh wow, now we're looking at the price momentum is still looking at the sell are coming in. Okay, so while you can watch that while me explaining what this is, market six. So wait, GBP USD. What happened to GBP USD? Okay. Similar to what gold is behaving. Okay, it's just that gold is ranking much faster than GBP JPY at this instance. So if these are closing engulf area, so right now, even though it's showing like 1, 2, 3 rejection M5, but right now it's coming back to close up the gap. So a fair value gap is an area of price of imbalance caused by aggressive institution execution, as I mentioned, like right now. And it only becomes useful when aligned with structure and liquidity, which is like order blocks in this area here. But of course, like I said, based on before we enter, you want to see the momentum. Right now, we're showing a very strong seller coming in. So here could be a very high risk. So let's remove this before we make a decision to enter. Because I'm going to look at M1 and M5, how it reacts in this area here. Two, 4932. Friend of mine want to borrow my car. Probably going to go out dating, I guess. Or when do you need it? Do you need it? So if you ask me right now, is it a good time to take an entry of a sell or buy? No. The momentum of sell is so strong right now. It's pulling back. Let's look at higher time frame. So even look at M30 is probably gonna engulf in this area here. If when it engulfs in this area here, this is probably gonna be a cause like a rejection. We will come back to the fair value gap. But H1 is not engulfing us, so not yet. So it's gonna take a while. But looking at the momentum, even though it's like we are at 35 more minutes for the H1 to close, it looks like most likely gonna engulf. So yeah. So whether is it a safe area for us to take a trade? Not yet. The momentum right now is so strong that you will not like want to take this risk. You want to take a calm trading risk whereby we can know where the price is actually going. Right now we know the price is coming here. So right now it's correct that the price is coming here right now. So let's see. So M1 right now is showing a very strong selling point. So we don't want to take anything yet. One. Okay, let's close this. Okay, so it came into our order but instantly reject. Is that what's gonna happen? If it instantly reject, so how much do we look at right here? 894 is already like 100 pip right here. So whoever did took the risk to take this order block entry, so it's already running like 100 pip. So whoever able to manage to catch this, so congratulations, you can already put like a break even or trail stop. Most probably you already can collect. So right now what we want to focus on is higher time frame, which is M5. I want to see where it closed. So you did just touch and go from our order block, man. So congratulations for those who were able to took a trade. If it not, enjoy with me watching how the market goes until 11 p.m. We want to see the reaction during the news. Man, I didn't even get to have a toilet break, man. I rushed into the studio today. Super rush. Someone today is Friday, man. Live streaming. Working, bro. So we're looking at what company close to 100 peep, more than that. 94.5. That is definitely more than that. Like we're looking at what, at least 120 plus ish peep. Why is my Steam running, bro? Steam is not supposed to run. So we did able to manage to catch a short entry, and did mention that for the TP wise, definitely in the fair value gap. So right now, we just want to see where the price is actually going. So right now, like H1 did show that he wanted to engulf, and then right now showing the rejection. So whether we're gonna see like closing in later, not now but later, whether the price is gonna engulf this candlestick and continue to show like a manipulation price going down or not. But most likely, I don't think it is. M30 is open up soon. So when M30 is open up, that's what is the reason why that the price is pulling back, because M30 is opening up in another minute. Same goes with M15. It's like we based on direction trend line on M15 and M30. We use H1 and H4 to determine where the price like will end, possible like in which area, and we use lower time frame M1 and M5 to take an entry based on momentum. If the momentum showing is good, like it's like coming to our area here whereby we wanted it to be a buy, yes it did. So from here to here, it's like at least 120 plus peep that you can probably claim. And most probably, like if it pulls back a little, here in this area here, if you want to take a probably a break even, you could. But if whether the price coming back, whether you want to take a second entry here, I will not recommend yet, because right now the price came back to our fair value gap, not like full body, but it came out a little and then reject. So whether is it a safe for us to take a second entry for us to be a buy here, I would not take that risk, because we already like on our first setup here is already like we already profit from this, so better not to be honest. As you can see, wow, rejection here, order block is insane. So if you guys know this structure, right, it's simple for you guys to able to understand how the market moves. Especially right now we look at M5 rejection. Oh my god, yeah, this is what we want actually, to be honest, on this candlestick. But it happened on the third candlestick. So whoever it managed to hold, congratulations. But those who didn't, let's look for the next setup basically. So right now we are still looking at uptrend. It's not gonna backfire us in any way at this moment. Alright. Okay, I'm going to take a break, because right now we're already able to take a price action in this area. So right now most likely is M50 is going to engulf in this candlestick and open up a new candlestick and continue flying up. So Okay, we are back. Okay, so the price are giving us, right? So M15 are engulfing right now. So it came to our order block and immediately second touch also it came back in and immediately fly back up. So wow, look at that. So we are looking at how many pip right now running. If let's say we were to take, it's already like hit our TP already, to be honest. Like what? From at least from here, what 494, bro. 100 peep, 200, 300. So right now, we want to look at other pairs at this moment. So whether we can find like fair value gap. Let's look at USD JPY. So whether we can find a fair value gap. Okay. M5 we do see a fair value gap. M30, M15 we do see a fair value gap. Okay. So for this fair value gap, we're gonna take this three candlestick. Let's mark it up. Okay. So right now, oh. Okay, from here and then from here. So from this one here is also a fair value gap, FVG. So right now we're looking at possible price is coming back to a support, become resistant in this area here. So it's resistant, become support. So right now the price most likely gonna come back to this support. Whether wanna make a breakout structure in this area to come back in touch and go, come back in this area like in a way what we want it to be. Let's say we see the price is coming back right down here. So if let's say even though it breaks up, whether I think it's gonna break based on the momentum right now. I don't think it will come back to this fair value gap. So this is a fair value gap. So if the price is correctly moved the way we wanted it to be, it will come back to this fair value gap and continue breaking down here. If let's say the price did break out on this support zone, because it will definitely come back to, because this is where the liquidity needed to be sweep, because right now there's a lot of seller coming in. So based on this momentum for UJ, if this UJ are reacting negative, so most likely gold is acting positive. As you can see, gold is flying so high, so strong right now. Someone at the door. Wait, let me check. I think someone's at the door. Okay. Okay, our next broadcaster is already arrived downstairs, so definitely I had to go down, pick him up in a bit. So right now, definitely we are not looking at any price that we can able to take anything right now. So most likely this price, we're gonna go. He's definitely gonna come back and close up this gap here. This is an open gap, right? It's a big open gap, and also between these three candlestick, yeah. Let's put it more realistically. There is a short fair value gap in this zone, so definitely the price might be coming back here to collect. So there is also a fair value gap. All right. So while you guys watch the momentum of the of how gold is reacting right now, so even though you break up this what you call resistant area, that the first higher low high, higher high first. So right now its continued momentum is so strong. So let's let it be for a moment and let's see how it goes in this smaller time frame on M1 or M5. We look at M5. M1 is too intense. It will give you a heart attack whenever you want to make an entry. So you always sometimes, like, if you want to remove that, better look at M5. Yeah, give me a minute. I'll be going down for a bit. Alright, so sorry. Okay, we went and take our next broadcast. So he will definitely start later in a bit. Because today is Friday, we want to take it easy on our trade today. We want to force things and rush things because we want to enjoy our weekend, man. We want to enjoy our weekend thinking about like, oh no, there's no trade to be take, on this weekend. You had to wait on Monday, so that would be dreadful for you guys to, want to think about recovering your setup or trying to, have this what we call fear of missing out, FOMO. So don't have to worry about it. So right now we are just like currently the price is just riding the wave like right now from this order block. So guys, don't forget, if you guys would love to join our next live stream, don't forget to click the link in our description below on our YouTube channel, and also join our Telegram group. So that way you guys can able to receive a lot of information from us, whereby we'll be sharing with you from our broker side, and then also from us from our educational side. So you definitely get a heads up from there if you guys, were to click on the link. If you guys don't click on the link, you guys won't get anything. So probably like you guys have to just rewatch the whole live stream again from YouTube. Oh, this M1 here, 1928, bruh. It is close like a 500, 600 pip setup already, man. A good swing for us. Actually, yeah, it's a pretty good swing for us. So M15, close up engulfing of these two previous candle, even though from this candle it actually is the same length. Yeah, it's the same length. So if you look at here, right, line chart, if we change the line chart right here, it's like trying to develop a resistance here. But of course, it all depends on this next candlestick close, whether it's gonna create like a resistance here or not. If it did create a resistance here, right, what will happen in the market that what would do to us is like it's gonna come back to this fair value gap and create a consolidation in this area zone. Definitely until news happen, because I do have like a feeling that you might want to make a pullback structure before news happen in the next what you call this 14 minutes at 11. So we are looking at this. So actually it's much more higher a bit before. But I wouldn't want to take that prediction. I think I want to take the previous prediction from the past as my own result data. So yesterday, Jolt's showing us a bad sign, a negative energy for us. So for today, I'm looking at the same vibe too. But based on this momentum, right, that might change on this lower time frame, because as you can see, if it's definitely want to come back down, it would. But right now, that lower time frame showing that is bullish momentum still. Buyer are still coming in stronger than seller. Okay, so if this M15 is gonna close up here, so we do look like, there's a resistance here that will be a breakout. So we just want to put it here first, so you guys can see that our main focus right now is looking at in this area right now, whether you want to break or not. If it is break, then you're gonna go up. If it doesn't, it will come back down here, consolidation until news happen at 11 p.m. in the next 12 minutes. So here's just important tip for you guys about fair value gap. Fair value gap are zone, not entries. Okay, they are just zone. They are not entries. Zone. What I mean by zone is where the price is gonna come back to that area. That what it means. Strong. Always align with market structure and liquidity. So the market structure is showing us a strong uptrend. So it will come for this part of liquidity in this whole area here. Okay, you need to have this structure to align. Okay, guys. Strong impulse indicates more reliable fair value gap. Okay, remember that is based on the momentum on the candlestick. The movement is whether it's gonna be like a strong bearish or bullish between the seller and the buyer. So bullish fair value gap work best in discount, bearish in premium. Not all fair value gap get filled. Okay, guys. Like I mentioned, it will not probably get filled. Like in this case, in this area, it might probably get filled because we want to see like the momentum between M1 and M5, the candlestick. Okay, the direction between H1 and H4 too matter the most too. So right now, if you ask me, yeah, it does make sense that the price would like to come in this area here. So use higher time frame for buyers, lower time frame for execution. This is very important because lower time frame for execution is also for you guys to see like the momentum of buy and sell. So wait for the price to reach fair value gap, which is in this area here, then we will react in this area. Order block, we use order block to react. Remember, yeah guys, fair value gap does not create trades, they refine them. So we will use this fair value gap to refine our own trade. So we will know that this area zone, it will be our take profit zone. So we know that much higher above here, which is H1 here, this will be a take profit zone for those whoever are trading swings. They probably take a trade from here, they probably take a trade from here, and then they probably look at a possible maximum profit at this fair value gap. Whether it will it happen, it will. Whether it happening now, not sure. Because for this rejection also already, right, from 4894, you know, it's already is like close to almost 500 plus peep already, bro. 500, 600. So for people who are scalping or hedging, this is like a good for them. But for people who are swinging, it's also that they are probably still holding on. Like they probably put up like a break even above this fair value gap. You know, this is where their break even most probably gonna be after they take a trade from this order block. Because once the price comes up from this fair value gap, it will not come back into this fair value gap. It will not come back to recover from this because it's already been collected. Okay, looks cool, looks good. So we're probably gonna look at the news gonna happen in 8 minutes. I'm just gonna go grab me myself a more water. Look at your negative pair. Oh my god, you're still going down. So you make a rejection from here once 156.8. Yeah, not much also, not much. Okay. So there is a zone in this area here. So whether it's gonna buy itself, I'm not gonna take that risk because it's not what the market price we are looking at. Our focus is not here. The H1 is like it is a very big consolidation right here. So for scalpers to buy, sell, okay, nice lot from this area here because there's a support, strong support here. There's a resistance above here. So but right now we just want to avoid all that. Because M30 there is a fair value gap in this area that most probably the price will come back. So right now if you look at M30 right closely, it's still playing around the support area here. So whether it closes or not, it really depends in the next 5 minutes. Whereby in the next 5 minutes we have a high impact news coming up soon. So are you guys ready? As you can see, there's a countdown here. If you are looking at your MT4 or MT5, you can definitely look at the above left where you can the market watch. Okay. So for these two candles, they respect this resistance. So this resistance have become support. If you look at line chart, yeah, it become like that. Resistance become support. So the price would definitely might want to come back to touch the support and continue further up because right now this new high has been they make a new breakout of this new high. As the momentum right now is still showing a strong bullish rather than a bearish. So what will happen? Prediction wise, maybe if the momentum is showing strong bullish, right, the next candlestick gonna open during the news is like it will pull back, make a retracement, and then continue further up, or it will just go up. It's either these two. So usually whenever there's a high impact news, people will dodge. They will not trade in those time zone area because it's very unpredictable. Anytime the bank will just put in a large order and just sweep everyone away. Hopefully the music is not too loud. I think it's okay, right? Okay, so most likely it's gonna continue further up. Okay, so right now we break a new high, and I'm creating a new high. This high low, high. Makes a new breakout right now on this M1 lower time frame. Another 2 more minutes, we're gonna see the price but they're gonna shoot back up. M5 also is going back up, so you're respecting the support area here. The resistance that becomes support in this area is already purely respected. So price most likely like gonna continue going further up. Cool. Now we are getting there somewhere. We're getting in somewhere. Okay. Another minute, I say. Yeah, the time here is moving slow. Another minute and 20 seconds. Another minute and 20 seconds to go. So this M1 is definitely going to make a pullback in this area here, like this small, between these three candlesticks, there's a fair value gap in this small area here, where this is probably going to fill up, maybe it's just not. Okay. This is me being playful between the news. Okay, this is not to be taken seriously at this moment, because whatever happened, this high impact news, right? What we want to do is take the opportunity after it happens. Maybe after next, right? In this area here, since there is a breakout structure here, there is an order block here, which is why I have not drawn, because I want to anticipate what happened after the news. So I want to take the opportunity to as a scavenger, scrape whatever left over after the high impact news. That's what we wanted to do. We are like scavenger right now. Scavenger mode. Okay, right now M1 is open up, so okay, doesn't show there's a very impactful moment at all. You did make a, which actually this is the candlestick right now, not this one right here. It's showing a bit late, slight delay here on this trading view. Let's look at here. Is there any main difference? So actual is much higher than the forecast, but basically much lower than the previous. Hey, wait, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Okay, much higher than the previous and the forecast. So we are looking at the momentum for this gold is gonna be a bullish rather than bearish. So this price right now is gonna be continuing to go up. Yep. So the price is going to come back to this fair value. Right? What we want to see the next 1 to 5 minutes right now is see how this ends. Whew, you created like what you did yesterday. You shoot up and then reject. So if this news causes a rejection, most likely this news is not that impactful. If it's gonna come back in this area here, it's supposed to gonna continue go further up. But of course, since it's already make a breakout structure in this area, right, it would definitely would like to try and create a resistance again to ensure whether there's a valid resistance to make sure that the price will continue further down if it causes a rejection in this candlestick or based on this news. But if it's not, it's gonna continue further up. So that is the okay. So right now, yeah, M1 is still showing that as what we wanted it to be. Okay, let's look at Twitter whether Donald Trump are saying anything. Trending news. Okay. Let's go to trending at this moment. Nothing much going on. Okay, nothing major. It's just all full of BS. Okay. So we end today's result with a bullish. So it's pretty good so far. We have 3 days winning streak going on right now. So ever since morning market open, the price has been going up. Yeah. Even sure, yeah, there is a slide here. This is during the Euro session where they make a pullback. He wanted to come back to this fair value, but it didn't, bro. It didn't. Not this what we created just now. So haven't yet considered that as a fair value gap. Whether it's gonna come back later, it will in the future, but not now. Because there is a breakout trend line in this zone, so for it to come back to touch in this zone is very likely. Okay. All right, everything looks good. Mm-hmm. Let's click that. Okay. M5, M1. Okay. This is M1 rejection in this small area here. But M5, M15 it really shows there's a breakout structure here. So whether you want to come back to touch in this zone, on this breakout zone, and continue further up or not. Let's look at M15. No, there's none. So then just M5 at this M5 at M1 that is reacting towards this two zone area here. But it's only it's good for scalper. Like let's say they want to take a buy or a sell trade right here in this zone area. Yes, it's good, but we're not looking at that. We're not scalping because we have high liquidity. Usually, if you have high liquidity, you like to look at a swing rather than just scalping. Scalping is just for those who are just like uh, collecting enough liquidity to be able to swing. That's what scalper is. The next stage for scalper. They will just scalp enough liquidity for them to able to take a swing trade. So we are looking at taking a swing trade rather than taking a scalping trade. If you're a beginner, newly just started trading, yes, scalping is the most easiest basic way to learn to use if you were to understand about SMC ICT and to use this information to trade. Yeah, scalping is okay, but of course I'm not saying it's good for the long run because eventually you get tired, you get like you have things to do, you get busy, you will not be able to be always looking at the market. So eventually after scalping you will definitely like engage with doing how to do swing trading. Okay, yeah, so momentum is still showing strong bullish, so everything looks so good. Yeah, guys, great. So most likely I think that the price is going to definitely come back based on this momentum. Definitely got this feeling that it will come back to this fair value gap, at least come to this area here, bro. At least close this gap or this. Don't tell me you're just gonna come and touch and go. Don't do that, or leave a shadow a strong way like what happened here, like what happened in this zone here. Yeah, you leave a shadow here in this order block, but don't just do that. Fill it up, fill like this whole thing up, because if they were to do that, there is a order block area in this zone. Okay, this is an order block area whereby people most likely stand by to look at to sell. Bro. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, momentum is still going very strong. It's good. Right. So it's not hard, right, guys, to learn this? I don't think it's hard. If you just put in the effort to practice on a demo account first, if you're new, don't put in real money. Use a demo account. Test out, back test the strategy that you learn until you're able to have like until you are ready. Whether you know you are ready or not, there's a irrelevant answer for that. For you to feel ready is whenever you start to put in real money to trade in, and for it to see there's progress. As long there is progress, there is result. That is what we want. There's when you're more than ready to actually start trading. So for new people, it's basically just use a demo account and then start learning that first. Start to know the structure and start to trade from there before using a real account. Because beginner, when you start trading, you're definitely gonna burn so much more than you should. Okay. So we're gonna take a break real quick. Wait, before we march that, we want to see the price here action properly before we go take a break. Okay. Momentum still showing bullish, but it's kind of like up and down slowly. What we call this ping pong. What kind of rejection is going on right here? Is it? No, it's not. So, matter are still uptrend. Everything looks okay. So, okay. Where the hell am I? Okay, here we are. Here we are. Here we are. But okay. So, whether the price is gonna come back here, most likely gonna come back to this resistance because support. We call it RBS. This one we call RBS. Resistance becomes support. Okay, guys. This is RBS. So if the price were to pull back, like showing like a strong, like a sell coming in, most likely it will come back to this area to touch and go. Continue following, gonna come back to this fair value gap above here, because there is a gap here that is definitely it will want to fill. Most likely, is it filling up? Not yet. Not yet. So you're definitely gonna come back here. So meanwhile, while waiting for our next broadcaster, gonna come back in a while. He's taking his late dinner at this moment, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna emphasize this for you guys again about what's important for fair value gap. So fair value gaps are zones, are not entries, okay, guys? always align with market structure and liquidity. So these consider fair value gap as liquidity, order block, trend line as market structure. Okay, guys, strong impulse equals to more reliable fair value gap. So based on the momentum stick of candlestick of M1 and M5. Okay, look at lower time frame. So as I mentioned, use higher time frame for buyers, lower time frame for execution. So buyers meaning to say, you look at M15 to up to H1 H4 is okay, is to see the direction where the market want to go. So we use M1 M5 to dictate our entry. So wait for the price to come back to fair value gap to fill up first, then react. We need to see whether you're going to fill up completely or not. If it completely, it will definitely come back to our order block for us to react. Okay, remember, fair value gap does not create trades, they refine them. So understanding this market structure allows you, enables you to have better precision, decision into trading. Okay. So I'll stream. My stream gonna end in like 15 more minutes. So pretty much we are done for today. We already like look at this potential. We did have a potential entry. We did have a potential fair value gap. We did see a breakout structure. We did see a lot of things happen here today. So remember that rule number one, knowing the market structure and where the liquidity is, that's where we can have better precision and decision in trading. Okay, guys, that is the most important thing for you guys to always remember. Like, no need to remember, like always have to like put a sticky note for you to remember. You don't have to do until like that. Like, as long you remember that, it will be your core value when you start trading. Core principle, I wouldn't say value, core principle. So that's all for today, guys. So I will see you guys next week on Monday. Stay tuned. So while waiting for our next broadcaster to come up, so he is currently taking a break, so he will definitely come in soon. So take a break, guys. It's been a long night, and some today is Friday. You would like, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. You would like to enjoy, or probably go out, enjoy having a drink with your friends, or probably watch a movie tonight. But you guys end up staying with us, or learning and understanding how SMC ICT works. So yeah. See you guys. Don't forget. Also, one more thing. Don't forget. Click the link in description below so you guys can join into our Telegram so you guys can able to get more